Hello everyone, Gamora here, and welcome back to a new episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy X. In the last episode, we got out of that
You're quite popular these days,
prison that they
Anything
sent us
you
to.
want, I've got it.
That old dude, what was his name? Keenock? Seymour killed him, so that only leaves the leader of Spira, assuming he's still alive, and Seymour. And I guess the Ronso. Now he seemed like, he seemed a little stubborn. So chances
Traitor
are
or not, Lady Yuna's always
he's
been
dead.
a friend to a walker.
That's a good thing we gave that guy money. Oh great. You gotta be kidding me. We gotta fight stuff on the way there. Okay then, let's run from this fight. That's fine. That was a terrible start to a fight. Getting ambushed by enemies that are way tough, not a good thing. Actually, let's take some time to do this. Any amount of help for that fight is a good thing. A little amount of HP, a little amount of strength. What's this one over here? Delay Buster. If it was Hastiga, maybe. Oh, we do get a new move though. What is it? Curaga? That would be nice if it's Curaga. Shell. Oh, that actually might be helpful. Although this extra MP and extra HP is always helpful. Oh, maybe I should have gone the other way. What's this? Yeah, silence. He's probably immune to silence anyways. So who cares? Now, do we actually have a level 3? Nope. That, I think this ability right here is holy. Yep. But can't even get it, so why bother? So close to some more HP for Orin. Okay. Just nothing for Lulu. And I think we might as well go back to the save point and get some HP back. Why waste our potions and Phoenix Downs, or MP for that matter? And if we do die, we don't want to do that again. So let's save it. Okay, good. It's not an ambush this time. We should probably switch over to our weapons. Or, I mean, yeah, the original weapons we have. Oh, we have Bio now. Also, I think we have 2 Aeons that have overdrives waiting. And then Orin's got an overdrive, so some good stuff. Said these things are weak to fire and water. Why wouldn't they be weak to thunder? Doesn't make much sense. Well, let's try fire. It's not that good. But let's do Power Break. Immune to Power Break. Yeah, that kick does look pretty savage. Considering, you know, I mean, look at him. He's only standing on one leg. It's not like a Muay Thai position, or like at least the way they portray it. Like, imagine getting kicked in the head by someone who's like 12 feet tall, or maybe like 15 feet tall. I'm gonna use Riku to do the heals. I want to save Yuna's MP. I can't believe how much damage he's doing. Why is their black magic not doing that much damage? Is it actually thunder that they're weak against? No, it's not. Yeah, these dudes are a pain in the butt. You know, honestly, I think I remember having trouble at this fight. Like in my previous playthroughs. 6,500 AP. That's more than that dragon boss that we did in the last episode. Oh, there is a save point over there. But
You
I think
with us, Orin?
I am a guardian too, you know.
I definitely remember having a hard time with this fight. Because I remember this little pathway more than I should. That makes me think that I've spent some time grinding here. So hopefully we're at a high enough level. Yeah, I would think so too, but I don't... Let me double check. Okay, so who has the... Someone has sensor. Or was it Yuna? No, actually I should put my original weapons back. Yeah, it's just fire and water. I can understand water, but fire? To me it would be water and lightning. That makes more sense. Although Titus is doing pretty good. Wait till I put his better weapon on. Let's do water. Oop. That's pretty painful. Bring Riku. Oh, looks like Titus, nice. Maybe by the end of this we can have everyone's overdrive gauge full. And then we have 2 Aeons that have their overdrive gauges. Maybe this fight won't be so bad. If we can even get there before the end of this episode. Definitely don't want to run away from any of these fights. They give a good amount of AP. Honestly, it might be a good idea to just sit here and grind. I guess I'll give this fight one chance. If I die, I'm gonna sit here and grind. Because we get a good amount of AP here. So, but let's go back to the original. Now this should be really good. So a strength boost and water strike. How about you? You're better off with the fireball. But she still has this. I wonder if magic counter. What is magic counter? Can I actually look at these abilities? How do I know what to do? Oh, I think I know how. Have to go here. Magic counter. Where are you? Is it in here? Nope. Oh, here. Makes the character automatically retaliate whenever he is attacked with magic. Oh. Let's do the Stone Touch. Let's see if they're weak. Or let's see if they're immune to that. Alright. Let's hope we can get there in a decent amount of time. Oh, I'm getting lucky. No fights. Almost made it to the save point. I thought maybe I was being kind of hopeful that magic counter would counter anytime they got hit with a magic attack. But I guess I was being a little too hopeful. Nice. 2200. Now let's leave Waka. Build up his overdrive gauge. Oh, I was not expecting him to die. Yeah, I have no idea how he got so strong, honestly.
It's over.
I know we've gotten a couple nodes of strength, so that might help. Also, the weapon we have has an extra boost to strength, 15%. And it also has water strike, which they're weak against. So I'm assuming that's why he's doing so much damage to them. But I think on average, like on that last boss fight, that dragon in the water, I think he was only doing 1,000, like everyone else. So, alright, so I guess let's do this again. Might as well. Oh, I could have gone here. What's this? Oh, could have got Cure. Yeah, whatever. Let's not, let's try avoiding, or let's try to avoid encroaching on, other people's moves until we need to. I wonder if this fight has like multiple phases. Because if it only has one phase, I think we're gonna have an easy time with all the overdrives and the Aeons with their overdrives. And when I was getting ready to stream tonight, I was trying to get the setup right for Monkey Island, like the audio and all that stuff. And the one issue that I was having that I couldn't figure out was since the game is point and click, the clicking of the mouse was being picked up by the mic. No matter what I did, I couldn't avoid it. Like, I tried moving the mic far away from the mouse, which made it kind of uncomfortable to play, and it still picked it up. So, I got lucky in the fact that since I'm streaming on my laptop, I have like a trackpad, and you can actually, you know how you can click the trackpad on your mouse without doing the click. It's like touch sensitive. So I guess to play the Monkey Island games, I have to use a trackpad, or else people are gonna have to hear the clicks. You can tell in the first 2 episodes that I uploaded, you can hear the clicks. So that's unfortunate, but at least I learned fast, or at least I noticed it. Oh, it looks like he's disappointed that we stayed to help him. So he's got, he casts elemental magic, break and flare. Tuck. Tuck is cheap. Let's attack. Oh, there's 2 targets. So which one has 36,000? Okay, so that is... Alright, so let's see. Okay, they're still there. Let's start with Shiva. You know, it's AGDQ. I don't know if it just happened. I don't know if it's over, but it happened like it's either still going on or it ended like a couple days ago. And one of the runs was Final Fantasy X. So if you don't know what AGDQ is, it's pretty much a speed running tournament, or it's a charity event. I guess it's not really a tournament. And they pretty much, you know, I think this time they were doing Doctors Without Borders, and they usually raise a lot of money. They do it twice a year, 7 days straight, you know, 24/7, and usually they raise about 2 million every time, so about 4 million a year. But this time, one of the runs was Final Fantasy X, and apparently somebody, where I didn't watch the whole run. I just kind of like skimmed through it, but apparently
Death awaits you.
they beat this game in 4 hours. No Spanish. I guess I can only do it once. So I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I need to watch it, because I just need to see if like they found some glitch. Because if they beat that with no glitch, or at least like, even if there was a glitch, if the glitch didn't like skip any part of the game, I'd still be pretty impressed. Yeah, 4 hours. It's crazy. Now I'm saying that I'm not watching it. I know there's like some skips, like in Final Fantasy VII, for example. You could skip huge portions of the story, and that saves a whole bunch of time. So if they did find out some skip that they could do, that skips part of the story, while I would still be impressed, I wouldn't be as impressed. But if they just beat it without skipping any point of the story, it'd be crazy. And I'm assuming there has to be a version where you can skip the cutscene. Because you can't skip the cutscene on the Switch version. Although maybe if you already beat it once, it allows you to skip it on the second playthrough. And they just keep a completed file. So who knows? Although I definitely need to watch it. There's actually some cool stuff. There's a really cool, what's it called? Ocarina of Time.
Death awaits you.
Speedrun that I kind of want to watch. I can't believe he only did 5,000 damage. Even Shiva did. She did like 9,000. I didn't even realize that dude was stoned. What's kind of cool is that Yuna is almost at her overdrive. So that means she can do another You can do a Grand Summit. So that'll be fun. But anyways, the Ocarina of Time speedrun that I'm talking about, it's pretty much a half runner. Like half of the speedrun, or a portion of the speedrun, was done with you know, a player, and I think the other half was done with like tool assisted. They pretty much like used a computer that like puts in, you know, they can put in as many inputs as they want. So like somebody sat there and programmed it to press specific buttons at a specific time. Yeah, I would imagine to get it under 4 hours, you definitely need to be skipping cutscenes. I don't know about the story. Like skipping story elements. I figure if you know where you're going, and just go from point to point, you can run from all the battles, and you figure out a way to finish boss fights super fast. I would see it. I can see it. Yeah. There's like, when someone does like heavy glitches to beat the game super fast, like, I'm impressed in a different way. Like they're two different, like when someone doesn't do any skips and they beat the game as intended, like super fast, like that's impressive. But if somebody you know, figures out, you know, with the team of people doing it, they figure out some cool way to skip stuff, I'm also impressed, but like in a different way. Like there's two, you know, there's multiple categories, so you know, everyone has a chance to shine in the spotlight. So what first got me into watching speedruns was watching Super Mario 64, 120 stars. That speedrun is amazing. It's so entertaining. You can watch anyone's version of it. And while there are minor glitches that, you know, skip like a couple seconds here or there, it's mostly just skill. And I want to keep her out here because I want her to get hit. Kinda wish I switched her overdrive mode so she got a... Oh man, I better start doing some damage. Because he keeps getting healed. Alright, let's bring Titus. Okay, maybe... Yeah, I didn't watch it, so I'm not 100% sure, but if I had to wager, the cutscenes are definitely being skipped. I have watched a lot of speedruns. I haven't heard of any major cutscene or major story skips in Final Fantasy X. That's saying I haven't been paying attention that much to Final Fantasy X. So, it's very possible that there's a story skip that I'm just not familiar with. Alright, hope we don't die. I'm taking a risk. I probably shouldn't have done this. Alright, that was a mistake. I guess I'm gonna have to waste one of these. I don't wanna risk it. I mean, if Orin could have one-shot it, then maybe I would have done it, but he can't. But I can do it in 3 hits now. And the fight's over. I guess that fight was easier than I remembered. Even without the Aeons, it wasn't too bad. It just would have taken longer. Oh, I never brought Waku and Riku in. Oh well. I think he only gave, he gave 6,300 AP. There were certain enemies on the way to him that gave us more than that. Yeah, I first started uploading videos to YouTube.
We escaped with our skins intact, but Yuna lost something.
By doing
I could already
speedruns.
tell her faith was shaken. Yevon had betrayed her. I felt like I should do or say something, anything. But nothing came. I was just as lost as she was. And then...
I ran into the same problem of, just playing the same game over and over again. It's too much for me.
Well?
I don't know how they do it.
We're all clear. We will have to avoid Bevel in the future. Yuna,
Said you wanted to be alone.
of course.
I think if the game was, I don't know, maybe if the game was like under an hour, or if the speed run was like under an hour,
Must be tough for Yuna.
I might have been able to manage it a little better.
We leave at daybreak. If Yuna figures out where we're going, that is.
But I think the speed run that I was doing was
Maybe you should...
come on, I'm trying to
I feel kind of bad leaving everything.
I hit the save point here. Come on.
I am...
I guess we can't hit it. But anyways, the speedrun that I started out doing was Bayonetta 2. And people don't realize, like when you do a speedrun, or I guess people don't, maybe they do realize, they just don't think about it. Because like, you'll watch like, a speedrun of a game, and maybe you'll watch like the world record, or like something pretty close to it. And you're just like, oh, the world record for Bayonetta 2, it's like an hour and 30 or an hour and 40 minutes, somewhere in there. And you're like, oh, that's not that bad, I could do that. But then when you play it, you don't know anything. So that, that 1 hour and 30 minutes, or 1 hour and 40 minutes, turns into a 3-hour run for you, because you're new.
Wonder what Uni'll do, huh? Think she'll quit her pilgrimage?
That's what you want, right?
Well, if Uni really wants to keep going, then I guess I shouldn't stop her, you know? That's what I think anyway.
Yuna's off in the woods. Kumari's with her, but maybe you should go too.
I think there's a pretty cool cutscene. And we can't even save it, so... Come on. Oh, finally. There we go. Alright. Now I was gonna...
I am...
Oh, great. I was gonna... Actually, let me end this episode right here. I'm gonna end this episode here. In the next episode, I think there's this pretty popular cutscene that's about to happen, so... check that out in the next episode. Thanks for watching and have a good day.